In a sun-dappled meadow where wildflowers danced in the breeze, lived a big red cat named Rufus. Now, Rufus wasn't just any cat. He had fur the color of a summer sunset and a purr that sounded like a rumbling engine. His favorite pastime, napping. His second favorite, more napping. But one morning, his nap was interrupted by a tiny sneeze. Achoo! Rufus opened one lazy eye. Perched on a dandelion was a creature no bigger than his paw. It had shiny green scales, tiny wings that fluttered like a hummingbird's, and a wisp of smoke curling from its nostrils. It was a little dragon. The dragon, whose name was Sparky, looked a bit lost. He'd been practicing his smoke rings and had wandered too far from his cozy cave. Rufus, despite his love for sleep, had a heart as big as his fluffy belly. He yawned, stretched, and with a flick of his tail, decided this was an adventure worth waking up for. "Lost, little one?" he meowed, his voice a soft rumble. Sparky nodded, a tiny tear sizzling on his warm cheek. Rufus puffed out his chest. "Don't you worry. A big red cat knows all the secret paths. We'll have you home in time for dinner." Their journey began. They navigated through a forest of towering mushrooms, where Rufus used his whiskers to find the way, and Sparky lit up the dark spots with a gentle glow. They crossed a babbling brook by hopping on slippery, moss-covered stones. Rufus almost fell in, but Sparky gave a little puff of air with his wings to help him balance. It was a perfect team. Next, they faced the whispering woods, where the trees were said to tell silly jokes. As they passed, a grumpy old oak tree creaked. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Rufus and Sparky looked at each other, puzzled. The oak rustled its leaves and answered, "Because they make up everything." They couldn't help but giggle, their laughter echoing through the trees. Finally, they reached the base of Dragon's Tooth Mountain. Sparky's face lit up. "My cave is just at the top," he squeaked excitedly. The climb was steep, but Rufus was surprisingly agile, and Sparky would occasionally give him a helpful little lift with his wings. At the entrance to the cave, a large, magnificent dragon with eyes like molten gold was waiting anxiously. It was Sparky's mom. She nuzzled her little dragon and then turned to Rufus, dipping her great head in gratitude. As a thank you, she breathed a puff of warm, sweet-smelling smoke that swirled around Rufus, making his fur feel extra soft and smell like toasted marshmallows. Back in his meadow, as the sun began to set, Rufus curled up for his much-deserved nap. He dreamt of mushroom forests and whispering trees. It turned out an adventure with a friend was even better than napping. And sometimes the most unexpected interruptions lead to the very best stories. I hope you enjoyed the adventure of Rufus and Sparky. If you want to see more of their fun stories, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.